Hello, I'm Ray.
And I'm Jenny, and we're Rubber Family Reviews, and today we are looking at this Rosenberg trilogy, Cottage Garden, Indian Summer, and Spring Meadow. We got a request to review these, and we just recently bought Spring Meadows. Now, up front, Ray does really not like any of these. This is not his type of game.
I like polyomino games, but there are so many that are less fiddly, and I mean, Spring Meadow was the least fiddly of them all.
But anyways, I'm the one who likes them. So, Cottage Garden is probably the one most of you have heard about. In Cottage Garden, you've got your little plot in front of you, and as you fill it up, you get a new plot. And so you've always got two going. What's cool about this is the scoring track has actually two separate tracks, one for each side. And as you go up them, you will see, and you probably can't clearly see this, they're actually differently...
They're differently
This
spaced.
is by twos, but then the end, there's a 6 gap. This one's a 5 gap. And so there's definitely, you have 3 of each color, and bringing them out, do I bring out a new one, or do I move one that's already? Because you get certain bonuses as you cross certain lines. So there's some strategy in that.
Those, what she's saying is their points. You've got blue and orange. You've got pots and what are
They're covers.
Pots and covers. If you put complete covers, so you finish your grid, complete the covers, you go up more points faster, but they're harder to get. And yeah, so that's what she was talking about with that, because you kind of forgot that you were saying it's points.
Oh yeah, but you get bonuses. You get cats, and you can get extra pots. So there's some cool things there, and the app for this is also really good. So if you didn't want all the pieces, the app works pretty well.
Yep.
And so this is probably the one most people. We have the Easter Bunny expansion. I make them play it every Easter. Yeah.
That one actually is the only one I think you can get easily now. We had to hunt for the other two.
Yes. This is Indian Summer, and this is more of a race in that the first person to finish their board in front of them and completely fill it with leaves.
Yep.
And this one's got really cool because it's got bonuses in it, whereas you're trying to leave holes and you want it to show through these berries and nuts that then are going to give you special abilities you can do. Whereas there's none of that in this one. So there's definitely more to think about how I line them up and what do I get to show through. And then there's animals. If you can get the holes in the right configurations, you can then get extra of those. So there's a lot to think about. This is also really pretty. The leaves on this, I think, I like the flowers on this, but the leaves in this really showcase really well.
That one, I think that one is I don't know. Some people really like Cottage Garden. I think that one's just a better overall game because there's less fiddle when dealing with the points, and you don't go back. It's a race. You're not going backwards. You're just trying to get there.
This one, you don't go backwards. There's not negative points like there's in a lot of these, but at the end,
you go backwards.
You go backwards for you go back everyone that takes you longer to finish. So when the first person goes out, however long it takes you to finish your second one, because you lose one immediately, you go backwards each of those points. So there's a race nature. This one has a race because it's just who's ever done first. And then Spring Meadow, which is the third one, this one is the quickest. We were shocked at how fast it played. It was like, 15-minute games if that, 2-player?
Learning.
Yeah, learning. And you can play it horizontally or vertically, and you're filling in your board, and the idea is that the green is overtaking the snow as you go up. But you're never going to finish your board. And for me, who likes to finish everything, that is a bit of an annoyance. And you're not going to... we actually played this twice last night. It was so fast. And I think that the key to this one is figuring out how to not trigger scoring.
Yeah.
And we haven't figured that out yet. But I think that that's where that one comes in. This one is probably the most straightforward, Spring Meadow. And it's probably... Again, though, you got little holes and you're trying to get stuff. In this case, they're marmot holes. You're trying to get the marmot burrows to show through. And you get extra points for doing that, but then they can get covered up if you're the one who wins. But this is definitely, I think, the fastest and the most streamlined. And if you wanted something quick to teach someone, this is the go.
It's also the ugliest.
Yes, it is very, very green. It's either all white or all green.
Yeah.
And it's not too exciting to look at. And because you don't get to finish it, it really doesn't have the same finished presence that either of these do. Now, if I was going to rank these, I would say I still probably put the original Cottage Garden, because I love the Easter Bunny out stuff, first, then Indian Summer, then Spring Meadow.
Yeah.
He does not agree. How would you?
That one. So Indian Summer, Spring Meadow, Cottage Garden on the end. There's a lot of polyomino games that don't have fiddle. And Cottage Garden's got fiddle.
I don't know. The other thing I will say with both this one and this one, and this is a lot of those, Patchwork's the same way too.
Yeah.
They take up so much space in the board. That was actually what's nice about this, is all the pieces went on the board and you had your stuff in front of you. You didn't have this long trail of stuff going around. That in both of these, you have this long trail, just like you do in Patchwork.
Right.
Like, okay, you feel the necessity to fill up the entire table. I feel like there's this need that's in both of these, so you don't want it to fill. Now, this still takes up a lot of space.
Yeah.
Not arguing, but it takes up less space, and it's really fast to set up.
And I guess what I mean by fiddle is, especially in Cottage Garden, you're moving. Okay, so I'm moving some of these scoring, and it's only 6 scoring tokens, but it's just like, okay, so I now finally completed one of mine. Okay, so how many pots, how many covers? Okay, this one, do I move this one forward or this one forward? Not a bad decision point. But then if you cross a line, you get a cat. If you get X, you get this. You got it. Well, what if you can't, I don't know. And it's probably not even fiddle. It just, I don't like that one.
He doesn't like it. I don't think it's fiddly, because fiddly we have discussed is definitely our kryptonite. And I don't think that one's fiddly. But he does not, these are not his games. He doesn't really like, and very few Rosenberg games. I like most of them.
That's actually not true. You've brought me around. For example, Caverna solves my problems with the severe punishment of Agricola. Like, Agricola, people, I used to think it was feeding the people. No, it's, I didn't get a horse. Here's minus 30 points. Again, hyperbole. But here's tons of points because you didn't do everything, even though you were 6 players, so you never could. So Caverna fixed that. I really like Reichel.
And you like Fields of Arle.
Love Fields of Arle. Love, I really do love, I can see it, Feast for Odin.
Yeah.
But polyomino games, I'd play Isle of Cats over these any day of the week.
Yeah, I like them all. But anyways, hopefully, if you're looking for these now, I would say these two, if you see them, they're actually harder to find.
Yeah,
and
find them, buy them. If you're interested,
yeah, if you see them, buy them. We actually ordered both of them online, and when Indian Summer came, first time ever, not English rules. We had to download the English rules. And it didn't say that.
German? No,
it was German.
Italian.
But I don't think, it was like Italian. It was really weird. And the box didn't make it seem like that, because if you, it's the box.
The box came and it was German.
Yeah, it's German. But anyways, which we didn't know when we bought it, but that was fine.
I will give you, Indian Summer, by far the most beautiful. And I had the most fun with Indian Summer. Spring Meadow was fun, but it was fast and forgettable. Like, it's not even beautiful. You're looking at it going,
it doesn't have the stage presence the other two do. The other two, like, people will notice as they look over it, oh, that's really cool as it's going. This one does not have stage presence, but it's fast.
15 minutes.
Yes. So, like, something for, like, game night, I think this will definitely hit the table, so.
And, well, you wanted to rate them.
Yep.
You asked for this one. This was your call. They're not bad games. Honestly, they're not. I don't know what it is about Cottage Garden. Might be the train, might be the other stuff. The other two, if she pulled out and said which one, I'd go for Indian Summer. That's just really cool. It's racing, but not. I like it.
The special powers are really cool too. It definitely gives it that added level. This is probably the most gamery of the three because of those special powers. So you can really, when do I use them? how do I get them? How do I get the animals on top of it? But at the same time, in the end, it's a race. It's whoever gets it done first.
And then Spring Meadow is essentially a race.
It is, but it's all about that scoring, because he won because I shouldn't be scoring right now, and then some of it was us figuring it out.
Yeah, we did not pay attention to that, and it was just like, look, score. Oh.
Yeah, scoring came really, really fast. So, okay, well, have a good day, everyone.
Yep. Bye.